So hopefully we're gonna have one to go along with this one tomorrow. Take 12. See how we did on this one. I messed up and got that weight. These things have a draft angle on them. I didn't put it on the right side, so that's not coming off until... No, didn't make it. Surprise! All right. We are done with this for now. We've got to start getting ready for the Soule Steam Festival. So everything, I'm stopping it in its tracks. We are gonna forget about this for 2 days. We got to get set up for everything else. So we're going to take the other muller that Andrew Alexander gave me, and I'm going to borrow the fuse out of Josie's muller and put in that one. Alright, so this one, I haven't put it to the test yet. This is the one Andrew Alexander gave me, if I didn't say. And we're going to be using it for the first time this week at Soule. Tyler, where are we going? Are we going to the Soule Steams? Huh? Demonstrating, these are students here in Meridian that are helping me, along with my friend Roger Olson. And as I look behind me, I see this guy with a book drawing. And I had to take a peek and see what he was doing. It was so intriguing. Check this out, guys. That's me. I look pretty good from that angle, but he is doing an excellent job. And I'm going to let him introduce you and tell you a little about himself.
Hi, I'm Bob Purvis. I'm from around here in Meridian, and this is not my job, but maybe one day, who knows?
Well, it looks like you're doing a pretty good job to me.
But I've been looking forward to this year's Steam Fest. I was just wanting to sketch some of the equipment, some of the machines, but I really wanted to sketch people in action. And I found somebody in action today.
I'm the only one in action now.
The only one
well,
in
you
action
and I both.
Yeah.
There you go.
We're in action together.
Right. But y'all, I'm really impressed. I've never had a talent to draw. And the funny thing is, I'm always watching Bob Ross, any chance I get.
Yep.
And but I can never do that kind of work.
There's a lot to kind of what he points with philosophy of. You just have to do it and go with the mistake. Like, I'm not using pencil. It's obviously not exact or correct, but you just kind of go with it and
it looks like
and let it happen.
Looks like you're doing great,
man. I appreciate it very much.
So do you have an Instagram? What's your Instagram?
Yeah. It's Washline Studio.
Washline
Studio.
All right.
The technique I do is line and wash. I'll do the work in ink, and then I'll go back in it with watercolor.
Oh wow.
It's like there's a place in Jackson.
So this is going to even get better.
It's going to hopefully get a little better.
All right. Well, I'm excited to say my cousin's husband. Well, he's my cousin, I guess. He started. Of course, he's an artist. He's been an artist for years, and he took it back up recently, and I was really impressed with some of the stuff he's doing. And he started coloring a lot of his work as well.
That's a lot like it happened with me. I had done it, and I kind of just started doing it more in earnest. You know, and And I guess social media has a lot to inspire you. You see other people doing it and see other things happening, and you're like, oh, I can do that, or I want to do that, or ooh, I'd like to try that.
Well, yeah, I'm very impressed.
Well, I appreciate it very much. I'll be sure to show you when I get some color on there.
All right.
And you can kind of see.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. But be sure to check out Bob's Instagram, and we will talk to you later. I'm with my good friend Phyllis Piper. Skipper. I'm with my good friend Phyllis Skipper. Phyllis is a teacher at Lamar High School, and here in Meridian. And every year she is always assigning new help for me to get these molds made. So I wanted to introduce these two guys. This is Montage and Travis. Anyway, they did a really good job. They made this mold here, and I'm gonna around here.
Proud of y'all's work.
This is a plate that a buddy of mine snuck in on me. He did not give me any heads up on this. And this is the top half of it. And it actually turned out really good. Better probably than what I would have done. So, great. And
another one who just came in from aluminum casting.
Really?
He's been doing aluminum casting.
How'd you enjoy your aluminum cast?
Pretty nice.
Unfortunately, I cannot do my process as fast as John in there. So, you know, it's you know, it is what it is, I'm afraid. It takes a long time for each part of this.
What's your cast?
Wit. We're gonna ram this up, and it's a go ahead. It's a solid step puller. This is the big part of it, and this is the little part of it. And when it's done, it'll be all one casting. I got the best and the brightest here. Got Matt and Nate here, engineers, and got my buddy Roger over here for backup, and dollars on top of everything. Yep. So far, they're doing a good job. Haven't they? Can't complain. I'm not the one doing it, right? So, how do y'all feel about this?
It's going to be beautiful.
You think?
Yeah. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah. Hopefully, we'll be able to find out.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Unfortunately, I was not able to pour that mold that Matt and Nate were making, and they did a good job on it. It rained that whole day, never did let up. I think it finally quit about an hour before it was time to just shut everything down. And so we didn't do anything but just mold that Saturday inside the building. By the way, my tent got destroyed. And I want to thank Tara Rose for contributing this video from Friday, because if she hadn't done this, we wouldn't have any video of the pour at all. As you can see, this was kind of messy, but we actually had 2 out of the 4 castings turn out on this, which is pretty good considering it's an event that's off-site. Well, guys, we are definitely selling the hats. There's a lot to the process just of selling hats. First of all, they're carefully examined by our inspector to make sure all the packaging contents are intact and properly sealed. And once the inspector is done with that, it gets its stamp of approval, and from there, it is carefully packaged along with the packing slip, and from there it goes straight to the post office. Well, it's been 3 hours. Normally I would let these castings sit overnight, but I gotta know if this thing filled. I can't wait. This thing is gonna be 150 pounds heavier than the other molds. We are looking at just, dollar is going nuts out there. Each layer of sand is 150. So we're looking at 450 pounds of just sand. Plus we just poured probably about 50 pounds in there. So we've got a 500 pounder here. Now if this turned out, I will show you what I did differently. Of course, when you see the casting, you're probably going to figure it out. Usually I can just scoop these up, but this is wider than my pallets, which slide in between my forks. So I gotta manually drag it over on it and not pinch my fingers. I'm going to keep this low. Because I don't know. It's just barely holding it. Yeah, it's a good bit more weight than I'm used to. Nope. Well, guys, we just keep going from bad to worse, don't we? I fed it at each one of those points. But I kept the iron super hot. There's quite a bit of iron right in this, which is pretty thick. Then the cross runner is also thick, and it tapers down right to the size of the flats. So I wasted a lot of time for nothing making these runners. You have these flats, which is where I believe they originally were cast. It's probably a similar setup to this. That's how I had it. So there was more than enough iron traveling both ways, running down here below that into these side runners. And then from there, they squeeze down slightly as it enters this. So with that said, the heart on both ends turned out. Part of the reason I did this was to accelerate the speed of the iron going throughout the casting here and fill it fast. Didn't do that. Anyway, enough tonight. I'm going to start off fresh in the morning and try this again. I just had the vent. Man, that's just that one section alone is 150 pounds. All right. So this is going to have a super extended riser. Hopefully that will help us with the head pressure. For those who have been asking about the Windy Hill Foundry hats, these are now available on my website, windyhillfoundry.com, under stores, or you can click on the above link. These are on the pricey side, but keep in mind the shipping is included. Have a good day.